I'm Danielle from Dantastic Designs, and today I'm going to show you how to make my Bluey. We're going to start off with the mouth area first. So we need a 350 blush blown up 3/4 of the way, and we're going to start by doing a 5-finger fold twist. Like that, put the knot through, stop coming undone. We now need a chunky pinch twist. So a 4-finger bubble. Pull it into a pinch twist. We now need to copy the loop twist the other side. So another one, check the size. Okay, that looks right. And now we're going to cut off the extra because we do not need that. Tie it off. Wrap it around. I'm losing one of my balloons here. Okay, so that's what we've got. Next, we are going to add his belly. So we're going to wrap that in to the chunky pinch twist. Now for now, we're just going to do a big loop twist of around work out how many hands it is in a minute. This looks about the right size. So 5, 10, about 20 fingers. Okay, like that. Okay, should be that big. We do not need this anymore. Cut that off. Wrap that around. Okay, just straighten everything up. We want it like this. Now the towel is going to attach here, so I'm going to just do a twist here. So you want this side to be bigger for his belly, and this is his back. Okay, now we are going to do the mouth area and the nose. So this is a marriage twist. So we want 260 with a little bit inflated at the end. We are going to tie it on to 350, leaving a long scrap. Okay. Don't want my fingers getting stuck. Right, we're going to push in, push, finding the knot and quickly twisting. Now you can just do a pinch twist here, but I'm going to make sure it's ultra safe and not going to come undone, so I'm going to add a scrap around and there we go. I'm safe to let go of that now. I'm going to cut off the extra. I'm going to make, I will cut that off actually. It's got some air in it. There we go. Right, I'm going to make a 3-finger pinch twist now. So a bubble, pull it into a pinch twist, and we should have this. We do not need this part. So cut that off. Okay, now with this, making sure you've got some scraps to tie it on, we're going to wrap it into the pinch twist. So, now we should have this. It will all straighten out in the end. Right, moving on, we need 260 dark blue, and we are going to also wrap that into one of the pinch twists. I'll go for the one at the back. We do not need this too long. This is going to be up to his ear area, so I'm going to do a 5-finger bubble, maybe 6, and then 2 pinch twists. 1, 2, and then a little 2-finger bubble, and then a pinch twist, just one this time. Okay, and then we need another matching bubble and 2 pinch twists. 1, 2. And with this bit of balloon, we want to match this size, and that's going to go back down into the pinch twist at the back. Hard to get around that chunky pinch twist. Right, we do not need this section anymore. Discard of that, tie up. And we should have this, a jumbly Bluey. Okay. So, bringing that mouth area forward, try and sit these dark blues in the creases. Here. Okay. Now we need to add. Got the 160 dark blue, light blue, sorry. Right, so the 160 light blue needs to also go into the back pinch twist. Now we want to go up 4 to 5 fingers into the middle pinch twist, and now we want to go back down again into the back pinch twist. So making the, soften it a bit because the eyes have got to go through this bit, and then wrap it around. I'm going to do it around the front pinch twist this time. I've got to actually do it around the back as well. Okay, we do not need this part anymore. Okay. Now we're going to do his eyes section. Okay. His eye section, I have tried to do it with 5-inch rounds, and it just didn't look as good as doing it with 350 white. So for the eye section, we want to do a 4-finger bubble, but I want a little bit of slack. So just twisting and pushing that air away. That is how much slack. We then make matching bubble, like so, and we're going to tie it up, leaving a little gap again. So I'm going to cut this off. Balloons everywhere. Right. And don't want too much slack. I just want a little bit, okay? So let me show you. Cutting off the bits we don't need. Like that, and a little bit at the bottom. And that's going to be pushed into the light blue, inside the 2 light blues. Okay. And then that makes the nose sit properly. Right, next we're going to do his ears. So we need, oh, I've got it this time, 160 dark blue. We are going to start, I'm actually going to start at the pinch twist. So wrap it into the big pinch twist at the back of the neck. And we're going to go inside here, so don't make it longer. We're going to go inside because it's going to be pushed in, and then up to the pinch twist, like so. And we're going to go pointy ear, going down into the middle. His ears are quite big. Into the middle. And then another ear matching that side up to here and then back down again. And then we're going to go across the back like so. And we've got that at the back, that at the front. Go across the back again. We're just doubling up at the back. And I'm going to come down again and fill in the other back of his head, just to fill it out a little bit fatter. Okay, cut that bit off. So the back of the head sort of pushes it all out, and that goes inside like so. Next, we are going to do his arms. So taking our 260 light blue, we are going to make his arms 7 to 8 fingers long, wrapping this, making a bit of slack so it's easy to get round the big pinch twist at the back. Okay, that one didn't like me. Do that again. Hope none of yours are popping. Right, do that again, the naughty dark blues. Wrap it around the big pinch twist. And bring the other one the other side. And matching his arm length. He's going to be having like white paws on. That's about matching that side. Leave a bit to tie on. Now we are going to do, bring him up a bit. We are going to do his legs. So we need a 260 light blue that I've forgotten to blow up. Inflated, and we need a 260 for his feet that I also didn't blow up. Very organised today, very organised. We'll start with his feet. We want to do a loop twist, about a 3-finger loop twist. Put the knot through, and a pinch twist. Then a little, what's that, 1 to 2 bubble spacer, and another pinch twist. And then we want to match this loop twist. Okay, now we do not need this part. Wrap that around so it doesn't come undone. Okay, now we're going to attach our 260 blue, light blue, onto one of the feet, wrap it round so it's tight, and this is going to feed through his belly. Now, judging, he's got quite little legs, so I am probably going to do it quite small. And so that's 5, 10, about 15 fingers long. We do not need that part. Pinch twist has come undone. Okay, so wrap that around. and straighten out his feet. Okay. So we should have this so far. Now he needs some hands. So we need a 260 white. Here it is. Right, we need 260 white. We're going to make 2 hands out of this. So we want to do 3-finger bubble followed by a 3-finger bubble, pushing the knot through and making a pinch twist. That is 1 hand done. I want to save the rest for another hand. Okay, doing the same again. If we could tie it up. 3-finger bubble, 3-finger bubble, putting the knot through, trying to put the knot through, and a pinch twist. Cut the rest off. Right, so now we can attach his hands. We're just going to wrap the arm scrap around, one hand on. Now do the same with the other hand. You can even tie it up onto the bit of scrap. Make sure it's definitely not coming undone. Okay, that's his hands. Let's give him some eyes. So 160 black, leaving a towel, and I'm going to make a 1 to 2 finger bubble, then pushing the air along like so, tying this with this bit of scrap, the stretched bit of balloon. We have 1 eyeball. It should still have it tied up, and then that bit of gap, matching the eyeball with another one, cutting off the rest and tying this up to the stretched bit of balloon. Okay, cut that bit off. Now we need to push this underneath the light blue balloon carefully. The last finishing touches now. You don't have to do this, but I just think it looks nicer. He has blush in his ears, and his paws almost look like gloves. They come up a little bit, as do his feet. So I am going to just blow up a 160 white, and on each section we are just going to add a loop of white. So to make them like socks, letting go of some air and tying, not letting go of that much air, tying it up and cutting off the extra. And so there we go, he's just got a little loop of 160. So you've got to do this again there, and again there. Okay, until you have like this. Right, instead of showing you that 4 times, we're going to do the ears. So this is just going to be a push fit. So it's just a 3-finger bubble and another 3-finger bubble. Push the knot through. That balloon's gone miles away. So we just need this. And this is just literally going to push fit into his ears. Like so. And that is all you do. And you can leave the scrap if you wanted there, and you could tie it into one of the pinch twists. And lastly, I've forgotten his eyebrows. So we need another 160 blue, which I'm just going to go and get. So with our 160 light blue, we're going to just go from here across to the middle pinch twist and then into this one. So we want it to look like eyebrows. So we only want a 2 to 3 finger bubble going into the middle pinch twist and then matching the same side the other side and going across. And that's all we need from that one. And we should have this once you've done all the extra 160s, if you plan to. Then that's it. Oh no, we've got the towel. We have got the towel. Don't forget the towel. So we need another 260 light blue, and we don't need much blown up on it. I'm going to tie it up, 2 pinch twists. I mean, that could be your towel, but he has got dark blue on the end. So I'm just going to push one of these pinch twists underneath the twist. We've got that now. We do not need this bit, so I'm going to add some dark blue on the end. So we've got this now. We're going to add the end of a dark blue. So we don't really want very much at all. Just a scrap of dark blue. And we are going to tie this on to the rest. Oh, tie on, silly. Oh goodness, can't even do a knot. Like so, and at last we've tied it on. Right, cut the extra away. Now you can't leave it like this, so we're going to add a 160 dark blue and we're going to wrap that around. See how I planned it so well with all my inflated balloons. Right, here we go. We only want a tiny bit to wrap around. So probably that much. Wrap that around. My other bluey's gone flying. And tie that up. And there we have his dark blue bit on his towel. And there we go. Once you've done all the extra bits, he is finished. And that is how I make my Bluey. I hope you love it. Click like if you did. Thank you for watching.